Good morning, folks. Can I ask if Luke Creasy has to stand down because of a social media post about rape a few years ago, why doesn't Bill Shorten get questioned about the alleged rape in his history? That's not news. Have a pleasant trip back home. I hope you're offsetting your greenhouse gas emissions. Bill Thompson for Outside Insiders. I marvel that there was extended discussion this morning on various political candidates who have had to step down or have been pushed out because of problematic social media posts over a number of years in some cases. And yet I have not heard a single journalist during this election campaign raise with Bill Shorten what appear from published accounts was an allegation against him of a rape at an ALP, a young ALP camp, if I recall correctly, in 1986. Journalists are all over the story of social media posts, including Luke Creasy's apparent joking reference to rape, and he's had to withdraw. But journalists seem to be engaged in a complete blackout of any reference to the previous published reports that Bill Shorten was accused of rape. Is it a cover-up? Speaking of media cover-ups, I've asked a number of ABC journalists in recent years about this story from 2017 about the guilty plea by former ABC producer John Stevens for indecently assaulting a 14-year-old boy named Simon Major, who had accompanied Mr. Stevens on according to the published report, a location scouting trip in relation to a children's TV show that John Stevens was producing at the time. My understanding is that there was a single report on ABC radio in some limited broadcast market of the story, but it was never reported on the national news, either on TV or radio nationally. And as recently as a week ago, I got on the ABC News website and accessed the search function, typed in John Stevens, and there were no hits whatsoever on the ABC News. On the my wife just gave me the finger.